What's up? This is the Theheatincolorpodcast.
Yeah.
I'm Dom.
I'm Sean.
And this is season 4, episode 1.
Yes.
Can you believe it? It ain't even the 1 year anniversary.
Not yet.
It's not even a year we've been in the podcast and we already on season 4.
Yes.
We have got a lot of things to get into, but first we want to shout out that I made Coquito. I made Oreo. I always make Oreo Coquito around this time of year. So we will be drinking that while we shout out Founders. Grab your cup. Founders Brewery. We'll be drinking that while we spill the tea. So we'll be drinking Coquito while we spilling the tea.
Spilling the tea, honey. Hee.
That part.
The first question of the docket today. Andre 3000 has some new music.
Oh, do he?
Yes, child. Some new music. I
So
really don't know where it's going to call, but...
So the thing about his last album, it was just like instruments. So I think, let's see if he followed that same pattern. I liked, what was his album that he came out with, Big Boy? You remember their throwback album?
Yes, I remember.
Roses Really Smell Like Boo Boo Boo. I forgot the name of the album.
I just don't know the name.
But I love the skits that was on that. It was so camp and ahead of its time. It tastes more cinnamon in this time than I usually make it. Tyler has not only a new song, but a new music video for her song Tears. To me, it's very like Rihanna, very Rihanna-esque. Push to Start was the same thing. She's giving like, she really want to be here to stay. Like she's giving that, but we'll see how her career goes as time goes by.
Yes, let's see how time goes.
On another topic, when you wipe your butt, do you spread like this or like this? Or do you put your finger in it to wipe?
I just do the natural rock the paper around and slide.
Say it, don't spray it.
Let it pop.
So for me, I like using baby wipes first of all because I feel like that's going to really clean it, and I just like a natural spread. Like I don't do too much. I don't put no finger in there, but I like really wipe over and over, and like really get in there without fingering myself. Jaden Smith live action Spider-Man movie.
Yes, he's gonna be what's the other dude name? Morales.
Yes, I love the cartoon of Morales. First of all, that was representation for me, but to see it as a live action version, I think would be better. It would be nice if it was an actual Afro-Latino, but the whole point of being Afro-Latino is that you're still black. So
yeah, he's gonna play Miles Morales. That was gonna be good.
I'm here for it. I liked him in Karate Kid, and then I liked him in this movie that he was in with this girl where she plays a cancer patient.
I heard about that. That was really good. Craven the Hunter, the movie is coming December 2024, honey.
I'm looking forward to that because I love me a good little action movie. I think the older I get, the more I'm into that. And then also I like feeling like a mirror when I got my Founders Brewery cup. So
yes, God.
That's when my masculine essence come out. So the Grayling Purnell pipeline. Let me just say Grayling, I understand like, older men, they get a little power, money, and they want to use it to their advantage. But using it in a manipulative way to, allure and steal from and all of these things from men like half your age is ridiculous. Like, I think the youngest he should be going is like 30. Like, to have these dudes tap their names to steal their money, their credit and everything is ridiculous. It's just excessive. And I think it should be, I think it should be excluded. And people should mind their business. And, but at the same time, I think it's important for people to acknowledge it. Yeah, exactly.
Dochi had a sold out show.
And then y'all being loud too.
Doshi had a sold out tour. That's gonna eat.
Well, it did eat. She was fed really well. I'm proud of Doshi. Congratulations to Doshi. That was everything. Like I keep saying, I'm a swamper. I really love her music. I love her vibe. Where she going with this? Do you have anything to say about Grayling's storyline? I know you know about Grayling for now. You don't have to look at the paper. It's just the black dude who been getting these underage light skinned and Latino guys.
Yeah, I was like,
get his name tatted and stuff. I literally just talked about it.
Yeah, getting your name tatted. That's just desperate for me. Getting a name tag for like somebody.
But he should be the one that's held accountable. He's the older one. I don't think it's their fault. I mean, I think they do play a part in it because of their trauma, but they're allowing him, because it seemed like this generation of guys, like if I dated a guy that was younger, he would come correct towards me. He'll be like, oh, I'm not doing all that lovey-dovey stuff. But it seemed like this generation, correct me if I'm wrong, they like going the full way, but they like being mean. I noticed that a lot of times, like younger guys, they or guys, or even in our sexuality, they like to do everything fast, but then they still won't be in a relationship. So we could have unprotected sex, and we could do all these things, but we can't move together. We can't start a family. We can't, get our name changed, but we want to get tattoos and all this, like, this stuff that doesn't hold any weight or accountability. You're doing all these things and not even committing to each other. It's weird to me.
Here's my question. What if you was in a relationship with a person, hypothetically, if you was in a relationship with a person, would you let him put a tattoo, your name on his body?
I don't think that's ever gonna happen, because the way I date, I'm too loving of a person. And I'm usually the person, I used to be the one that loved more, so I had to learn to pull back. So I wouldn't even allow somebody to do that. I don't date those type of people. That's a red flag to me. And then to allow them not only to get the tattoo, but to leave them and steal their identity, that's just too much.
And that's a curse.
That's just too much. Yeah, it's like a like cursing a relationship. Yeah, I'm not here for it, to be honest. Speaking on a side note about our community, scoliosexual is the terminology to explain men, typically cis men that are sexually attracted to trans men or women and non-binary people. It's about time they have a term for it, because everybody's been saying, oh, they're considered straight or they're considered gay. It's been all these debates back and forth.
Right.
So I'm glad there's an actual term for it. I mean, yes, is another term, so a lot of people will say, oh, that's too much. I personally think it's good. I've been waiting on a term to be coined for the community, to be honest.
Lakia and Jacquees FYT throwback vibes. Give me throwback vibes.
Yeah, you watched the video.
Yeah, the music video was really good.
I like the fact that it's very like throwback, like early 2000s. Lakia looked good. She had on her lingerie. She pulled Jacquees out of retirement, because we haven't seen Jacquees in a long time after his whole scandal with Dreezy and breaking up with her and doing her dirty in the spotlight. So yeah, kudos to Lakia, but I need her to keep working back with the girls, because I like when she worked with the female rappers, for real.
That part.
Yeah. Den of Thieves Part 2 is coming out soon.
Ooh.
I believe it comes out in December or January. And it gives me very much Ocean 8, but a man version. And then Ice Cube's son O'Shea is going to be the main character. And let me just say, I can't decide who looks more fine, O'Shea or Ice Cube. Because
both of them,
they look good. And they're literally twins.
Literally. Lana Home has a Broadway theater. has a Broadway theater and has her name on it as the first Black woman with it.
Yes, I'm so proud of her. Lena Thorne has done so much for the community. She could compare to, as far as looks, to Alicia Keys. But I'm just glad that, our people are being shined. Just like how Martin Luther King has plenty of boulevards. Chadwick has his own, I think, theater or something too. So I'm glad to see that. I love it. I live for it. Keke Palmer is on Club Shay Shay. Listen, when I watched Keke on Club Shay Shay, to me, she gave me very much like she's maturing, because Keke Palmer is like 30 now. She's not in her 20s no more. She looks at her 20s. Her drama that she went through gave very much 20s, but she's in her early 30s. I feel like Keke was kind of sheltered by her family a lot and it had to be the mature one, but I think it's good that she kept talking about family, and she was a millionaire by 12. So I'm proud of her. Keke Palmer just keeps doing things. And for those that say that Keke Palmer is not a legend, y'all gonna start acting like y'all didn't. Y'all not gonna sit there and act like y'all wasn't tuned in when Akilah and the Beat came out. Y'all know y'all was living for it.
I always love that movie.
That movie made us cry, laugh, cheer for her, everything. And the fact that she used words, and she used words as power, especially as a Black person, as a Black woman, was very empowering. And then her sexuality, she says that she's a cross between bisexual and pansexual, because she just love, and she has masculine energy as well as feminine energy that she loves to embrace. And I think that's very powerful of a statement.
I like it.
That part.
Lindsay Lohan has a Nexus commercial.
Yes. It's very classic and very chic. I miss her old right here though.
Oh, I did too. But she's not going after like kooky stuff that she used to have. But her like new Lizzie, I like new Lindsay, because new Lizzie's not so. She's not so guarded like she used to be guarded.
Right.
She's a mother. She's also a wife now. She has her own wine line. She's doing a lot of things.
I wonder if she still have her hotel in Greece. Remember the series that they had on that? A Christmas Blessing. That's a movie that has a Black celebrity cast, but it's a movie from 2013. I just found out about it, so I watched it because I've been in the holiday spirit. But Lisa Ardenell, the one that was in Medea's Family Reunion, the first Medea movie that was on Lionsgate, and you're gonna tell her, she's in it. Omari Hardwick, the one from Ghost / Play or whatever. Something like that. I never got into the show, but Omari Hardwick finances in it. Excuse my language. And Lunel is in the movie. I've met Lunel in person, and let me say, she's just as funny as she is in TV as she is in person. Like, she is hilarious. But I like the movie. It gave very much Tyler Perry, like trying to come save a woman and everything, and she kind of get typecast, Lisa Ardenell, but I love her as an actress. She's also a March Aries, so she give like Pisces tendencies like me, and I just want her to come back into acting. So if you seen this girl, come back to acting.
The fight, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, like it's all over the internet, child.
Such propaganda. Such propaganda.
And Mike Tyson, he's 57 years old, and Jake Paul is like 35, 36, something like that. I might be wrong, but this fight has been going on for a minute.
I don't know what to say about it. Like I said, it's propaganda to me. Like, he's too young to be fighting Mike Tyson, a legend. and he's too old to be fighting Jake Paul, the clout chaser. Like,
he really is a clout chaser.
Maybe he just want to change his image and he want to be perceived as more serious, but to me, this isn't the way to go. And that's just the truth. That's just that on that. Rest in peace to dancer Judith Jameson. We're gonna give her a moment of silence.
Little Baby is a Harvard graduate from business school.
I know that's right. He just graduated. He just finished up a class. I'm proud of him. Yeah, that's a good thing. I hope more rappers and stuff and more people in entertainment business decide to do that. But one thing I will say, and I notice about a lot of entertainers, they get honorary degrees. And I don't think that's fair to the people that actually have to go to school full time. I feel like because the entertainment business is kind of crumbling and being exposed, that a lot of entertainers are getting degrees so that they can move into mainstream jobs and have careers so they could still get paid. And I think that's not fair to those that go to school for the full time, the average Joe and average Jane that have to go to school for all these years to get their degrees. I think that is my theory, but I hope that's not what's gonna be the reality, especially with him being back in office. I just really hope that's not the case. And speaking of the universities, the University of Texas will offer students whose families make $100K or less free tuition and waiver fees in fall 2025. I will be doing online classes on University of Texas. Yeah, because I'm going to be a hot boy. Because I need that. I need that degree. There's probably going to be a whole bunch of stipulations, I'm sure. But I'm going to look into that because that would be cool to go back to school.
I need to go back to school too.
I know.
He ought to work first. Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj doing diverse albums.
Yeah, so Nicki Minaj dropped her 10-year anniversary Pink Print album, which I think that's what she should have called the Pink Friday. She should have called it Pink Print. Because she switches it. I feel like she lost sight of who she is because she's so worried about accolades, and this is no shade, but it's the truth. Pink Print was very vulnerable. Pink Friday is very like fun, very like, rah, this is me. And I think she got those titles confused when she just dropped her last album. But it is diverse, and it's a lot of music that she should have been dropped. Like the Cat Backwards song and the Tundra song she had with Juice WRLD, rest in peace. I'm pretty sure she had songs with XXXTentacion that she hasn't released as well. And then Kendrick Lamar's album was very diverse. He had samples, but not just samples from old music, but like other people like speaking or something on the songs. And I thought that was very cool because it showed that he expressed different parts of his culture and like made it a blending of different parts of his culture and from where he's from. So I thought that was good. And I like Kendrick Lamar. He really loves being.
Can I say something? Did you see the USS?
He loves being a rapper, but he loves being like, into what he loves to do.
No.
And
I thought if they came,
he's just really focused on what he loves to do.
It's probably on the floor over there. Get up.
Today's the 8:41. And which one did you today?
It's probably on the floor in there.
In there? You think?
Yeah, it's probably on the floor.
That don't mean stop. Gonna keep going.
Let's see. Who you think is in charge? Soft tops or masculine bottoms?
Honey, it is late at night. We don't know about no packages. We're not delivery people.
They said supposed to come in at 8:40.
Okay, we not delivery people. We just got down here.
Oh.
Soft top or masculine bottom? I would say It doesn't really matter who's in charge. That's their business. I think that's a nice dynamic, but I usually see, or what I know is that masculine bottoms usually go for masculine tops. Because a soft top is almost adjacent to like a femme top. Not quite, but like adjacent to. And I just feel like that comparison can't really be compared. So it really just depends. I think both could be in charge though. I just think that people are not just their sex position. So
Right. Damn, that's a tricky question from my side. I would say the soft top will be more in charge, but sometimes the masculine bottoms be in charge too because they be in charge in the bedroom sometimes.
okay, so that's the dynamic we're referring to. I feel like if I'm projecting, I would say the soft top is in charge if we speaking about outside the bedroom, because if the masculine bottom is in charge in the bedroom, then the soft top is going to be in charge outside of the bedroom because he's in control.
Exactly.
He's in control. He's control in life, so he must not be in control in the bedroom.
Right.
That's what I would say. She really irritated me. Like, it's to the point I'm about to start like really going at the people like, can't you tell that we're talking, doing something, and you're interrupting? I don't do that when I see people sitting over lounging over there. It's the entitlement for me.
Do you have a Blue Sky account? Yes, we do.
So we created a Blue Sky account for our Heat and Color podcast episode. I mean our platform, but we don't have like I don't have a personal one. I feel like it's a lot. Like with even Twitter, I don't have a personal Twitter. I already have the Instagram. I feel like there's too many apps, too much space being taken up. I forget about a lot of apps that be on my phone as it is. So I just think it's not necessary. On another term, Khaled has been outed by Denzel Dion's ex, Hugo Del Monte. And boy, this topic has been hot on the press. Let me just say, first of all, Hugo, if you're going to do your music, please do that and stop focusing on sexualizing yourself. Khaled, focus on putting out good music because, first of all, I've always thought Khaled was fine. I've also always thought he was gay. After I watched Location, the music video, and I rewatched it as I got older, because his song was on Star. And when Cotton's character was in the cell and she, got busy with her cellmate, I always kind of felt this feeling. I didn't know how to explain that he might be of the LGBTQIA, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 community.
Yes.
So it didn't really surprise me that he was out. It just surprised me how tactless Hugo was to out him. No matter if you were hurt or not, like whether it was money, whatever, the relationship is over. A lot of people are saying that Khaled might have been cold towards him or Hugo just clout chasing. I just think it was done poorly. At the end of the day, the whole situation was done poorly and it was tacky. If we really want to go there, I believe Hugo is an Aquarius too, because I think Denzel Dion was saying like, Aquarius get on his nerves. Because I did watch that video of Denzel Dion and Hugo. And I didn't know who Hugo was until Denzel made that video. If he never made that video, I would have never known who Hugo was. And then when I started seeing Hugo on Twitter, he was always in a different relationship and always exploiting himself with his body, which a lot of gay men do. If you're talented, focus on the talent. Or if you want to express your talents, because I personally don't think, I don't really like his music. I think I saw 1 or 2 songs that were good, but I don't really listen to his music. And it's not because of anything else other than the fact that it just don't really click with me. If you want to listen to good music, I would listen to groups called No Guidance, Flow, Laren Wong, I love me some Zayna Mates, I listen to Zayn, I listen to Saint Laurent. Those are the artists I listen to if I want to listen to some R&B. So that's just that.
And I would say this, like Khaled, if he could have been Khaled could have if everybody knows he was gay, but he could come out at his own time.
Right.
But
It's never cool to out somebody.
Yeah, it's not cool
Never
at all.
Especially because Hugo don't really come off like he's part of our community. He just look like somebody who like to sexualize himself. You can't really tell his sexuality right off rip. You could speculate, but sexuality is not even a main factor into expanding or not expanding your career. This is not 1920s, 1980s, 1990s. It's 2024. And outing yourself in a tweet or outing somebody in a tweet is incomparable to living your daily life. Like, cause this stuff that gets blown over, it's gonna be on the internet forever.
It really is.
And that's something my parents tried to tell me when I was in my public relationships. So public relations are not always gonna be perfect either. Like, they have their ups and their downs and their goods and their bads. It's a double-edged sword in everything, especially in relationships, because people change on you. And then you might not fall in love with that person. You might decide you want to be in a heterosexual relationship. You might decide you want to be a scoliosexual. So you never know. Like you said, I think it was just he should have been outed on his own terms, his own way. Mm-hmm. And then he was just on Jennifer Hudson's show. His album dropped earlier this past year, and I was listening to that. I was rooting for it because Heat Stroke is my song and music video. Mm. I like Khaled.
Me too.
I think Khaled is fine. Other people were saying he was average and all this other stuff. I don't think so. I don't see average. I see somebody who got some sexy skin, who got some beautiful hair that could be, that's versatile, no pun intended. And his eyes, his eyes and his lips, his voice. And you already know I like a dude with a little belly. And if he got taco meat on the chest, oh yeah, I'm melting. I'm melting, period. So I signed NDAs. Khaled, you could hit me up.
Khaled reminds me of The Weeknd, but more into his feelings and his music. Because
I feel like The Weeknd only takes accountability through his music, but he's still not apologetic. If that makes sense. Like, he acknowledged the fact that he a F-boy, but he never does anything about it.
That just sounds like the same thing like Frank Ocean, because you remember Frank Ocean almost got outed too, but he came out his own time.
But when he said F me good, F me hard, F me long, I already knew he had to be part of the LGBT community. Because I was like, what man says they want to be F'd by a girl?
Nobody.
That's why even Trey Songz, when he say that sometime, I be like,
Like Trey.
But he's a different case.
Yeah, he's a whole, like,
child.
Yeah, he is a whole different species.
I don't know.
He's probably is good.
But speaking of somebody else in the actual community, Telfar opened his first flagship store in Canal Street. He just opened it this past Friday, and I'm so happy for him because Telfar has been like one of those brands that always deserved that spotlight, but it was a long time of coming. So I'm so proud of him. Like, the thing about Telfar is, like, I seen Azalea Banks and Miss Boogie wear the brand years ago because it's a New York design. Like, and I'm so encapsulated with New York. I'm like tied in with New York. And I already knew who Telfar was. It wasn't my particular taste, but the fact that he has so many colors and now he has so many collaborations, and he also has, he's branching off into jackets, clothes, different types of bags. I love it. Like, I'm so happy for him. I would love a Telfar, but I would want a big old one that's, I'm gonna get into that, but I would love a Telfar in that part. And it's like an exclusive brand, but even with the store, I don't think that's gonna make it less valuable. I think people are just gonna keep continuing to buy it.
And Telfars are not that expensive.
And he's done an interview with Angela Yee. He was on The Breakfast Club, and he was on the Angie Martinez show. So I'm proud of him. He's been doing his thing. Like,
doing his goddamn thing.
Somebody else, Keke Palmer, has been on the Tonight Show. She was on the Tonight Show. She was on the Tonight Show. She was on Club Shay Shay, and then I think she was just on Jennifer Hudson. So I love that.
And then soon she's gonna be in Sherry's show.
And then pretty soon the Heat and Color podcast is going to be on those platforms and interviewing these people. So, you know, it's been a year and we've been getting sponsorships. Shout out to Founders Brewing.
Yep.
We have cups, we have pins, and we have stickers, and we might be getting some more stuff from them. So if you are a brand that wants to reach out to us, do not hesitate to inbox us, hit us up, and let us know that you want to work with us. We accept donations. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok,
We missing a couple more.
Instagram. If I didn't say Instagram, just
Patreon.
Patreon. You could Google us. We also have Thick Kitchen. We have videos on there. And you can continue to show us support, and we continue to do the same. Make sure you are drinking your water, taking your prep, keeping yourself moisturized. Because it's getting cold. Staying warm, buying yourself flowers and plants, making sure that you continue to love on yourself.
And if y'all want to donate us any money or whatever, our cash app is, our Heat and Color cash app is still.
Yes. Continue to show us love. We love you so much. We appreciate you guys so much. We are almost at 200 subscribers.
Yes.
And we have been seeing the comments. We will get back to you guys. And like I said, we will continue to watch and support you guys as well. It's about to be a year. The Heat and Color podcast is here.
It's coming. It's coming hot.
It's been coming hot.
Love y'all.
Later.